but I don't remember exactly. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go, like most of the rest of this LP. So let's go ahead and go into winter. I told you before that this is the easiest level to get around in, because this is the one with flying pads, and because the piles of leaves, or at least some of the piles of leaves, have turned into snowdrifts, which will enable you to climb fairly easily. Also, the Robin Hood enemies now have scarves and gloves, so they're all geared up for the cold. And you might be able to hear and see our worst nemesis come back. The snowmen are in this level. Oh, and those flowers, they're dead, so don't have to worry about them. Also, I believe all the birds are gone too, so that's what I mean when this level is the easiest to get around in. Aside from the snowmen and the Robin Hood enemies, there's nothing else in this level that'll even hurt you, so yeah, it's nice. I believe the bramble down here doesn't hurt you, or no, yeah it does, but there's like a nice padded area for you with a snowdrift that you can just climb on. And Momo's not even here. See? He's on vacation. He's not even here, you hairy fool. There's a lot of feathers in here. And, you know, we could collect them, but we already have 100, so there's really no point to it. I just realized that there's a couple of things that I missed doing back in spring. I'm just gonna have to I'll just go back and do those. But, yeah, like I said, this is definitely the easiest season to get around in. There's so much to do, and yet it's so easy just to go from place to place. Oh, there's a Momo token here. And just grab stuff, because, like, you can see the flowers here are all dead, so you can just grab the Wonderwing feathers that they were guarding and get that fairly easily. This is the hardest part of this level, right here. You can swim under the water, but it actually takes your air away faster than usual. So you have to swim from that hole all the way to Naughty's cave before you die, which is not as easy as it sounds, because Naughty's cave is fairly decent. You can see it's way over here. It's decent distance away, and even if you swim as fast as possibly can, you'll still be cutting it fairly close. And like the water in Rusty Bucket Bay, it doesn't recharge until you get all the way out of it. And you get a bit of British slang. It's core. I don't usually get visitors this late in the year, and well, guess what? One of our 2 honeycomb pieces is up here. I believe the other one, I can't remember exactly where the other one is. Well no, I think I know where it is, but I'm not entirely sure if it's where I think it is, so hopefully it is. Otherwise, we're going to have to look for it. And that'll be bad. Now, I have died, this is the area where I've probably died the most in this level, simply because of this swimming through the icy water, because it is so annoying and difficult if you're not prepared for it. So, yeah. Beware of that, but it's not that big of a deal. But before we try to climb the tree or anything, I'm going to want to take those dudes out. So since this plant has died, we can actually use this flying pad here to get up into the air, and this will allow us to take down these snowmen. If we can hit them, that is. Also, there's the hive's completely destroyed, and there's a Mumbo token there. So, I don't remember if there's anything useful under the snowmen in this level, but I would figure there probably is, at least in one area. So, you can hear there's an eagle shrieking somewhere. Well, 3 guesses where that is. Honestly don't remember. I don't think there's any reward for killing all the snowmen. I just want to, because I'm a vindictive person, and I don't like these guys at all. Yeah, I think most of them just drop honeycombs, so you can avoid them if you want to. I'm killing them just because I want to, so. Stomp here. And again, this is the easiest area to get around in, despite the snow, because it's so easy, because you can fly from so many different places down at the bottom, and I believe there's some flying pads even up here on the tree as well. So, yeah. 88 notes. Again, I don't like that total very much, but we'll have to wait and see if that's as many as I should have, or if I need to go back and find them in one of the other seasons. Now, given the abundance of mumble tokens that I have at this point, I'm beginning to wonder if I shouldn't have more than this, or if this is, like, overkill. I honestly don't know. It's so weird to have this many of a collectible and not know if there's anything to do with it. The snow does make this climbing a little bit harder, but again, because there are flying pads around here, you literally don't have to do any of this. I'm just doing this to make sure that I don't miss any of the notes. I also like the music in this area, or in this version of the level, because it's so slow, and it's so quiet. It sounds almost muffled, doesn't it? It sounds like some kind of music that we made in a snowy area. It's like that really funky sort of synthy sound. That's really, I like it. It's a good instrument choice. I like it. I approved. Oh crap! I'm gonna die here. No, I won't. Followed my own advice and I managed to survive, so that's good. Go ahead and jump up here, grab this flying pad again. Again, there's no reason for you to try to climb the tree the old-fashioned way, except for making sure that you get everything. Like this witch switch here. Let's get some distance. Okay. How do I keep missing? I'm at point blank range and there's literally... There, finally. I would have laughed if I'd missed that platformer. But, yeah, here's the witch switch. Last one of the game. Causes a Jiggy to appear up there. How do we get that? You'll see. Again, you'll see. I like the music in this level, or in this area. It's quiet, it's effective, it gets the point across. It makes it, you know, again, it sounds muffled, it sounds muted, I'd say, and it makes it seem like winter. It's the, you know, without shaking jingle bells in your face like Freeze Peak does. Because winter isn't all necessarily Christmas, you know. Okay, so we're up here by Nabnut's place, and we can go ahead and go into this area up here at the top. And I don't remember, is there something? Nope, just eggs. I couldn't remember if there was anything up here, so let me just take a quick scan of the room. Yep, nothing. But yeah, we're up here by Nabnuts now, and I don't think... No, there's nothing back over the other way, I don't believe, by other stuff, but... We can... You'd think that Nabnuts... Well, his house is all closed up. You can't get inside. Yeah, you can. You just break a window and make your way in. We're breaking and entering, and we're watching Nabnut as he sleeps, so it's a little creepy. He literally has a one-track mind. That's all he thinks about is acorns. So... We'll grab some nice refills up in here. Kitty, get down. But I don't believe there's anything else in here, so... Yeah, it's not necessary to come in here, but it's nice if you want to grab some feathers without getting shot at, so... Kitty! That was a really bad throw, dude. Not even gonna lie. Also, if you're having trouble getting traction in the snow, Talon Trot is your best friend because it allows you to, because Kazooie's claws dig in through the snow, it'll keep you, whoops, it'll keep you steady. I don't think there's anything down here, is there? No. Just a chance to get thrown. No. Snowball checked at us again. There's another flying pad up here. Ouch. I think we can I want to say we can smash that window, but I don't know if we can in this season. It might be in a different season. Maybe we have to beak bomb in there? That seems like it'd be a really, really hard beak bomb to make. But maybe that's what we have to do. Also, we have 96 notes, and the last 4 notes are up those platforms, so... Yep, we're done with that. I'm glad I didn't miss any. And here's Eerie, fully grown. He poops out a Jiggy for us. Thanks, Eerie. So all that work and all we get is 1 Jiggy, but, no, it's nice. You know, surrogate parents. Banjo Kazooie wouldn't make the most fitting parents, but really all we had to do was feed it, so it's not like we had even to do that much actual work, so. Okay. I thought that I was 1 note short. I was once again mistaken, so I'm glad that I'm glad that I'm not. I'm glad that I'm not. Bad. I believe there's something in here as well. Nope. I'm mistaken again. I keep thinking that there's something in there, but I guess I already got it, which is weird. I think there's another platform that we can actually get to now. It's either now or in summer. Because I know, obviously we're missing, we're missing the Blue Jinjo. So I know that there's another platform that we can get to that has the Blue Jinjo on it. I just don't know, I just don't remember exactly where it is. I believe we have to fly there, so. Man, is that guy a good shot. Well, it's like half and half. Some of his shots are really good and some of his shots are ridiculously bad, so. I'll just ignore him. Okay. I believe it's up here on this side of the tree, but I don't remember exactly where. Because you can fly a good deal higher than the highest platform is that you can just climb to. Ugh, even though there are invisible walls. There we go. That's what I was thinking. That's what I figured. There's a Jiggy up here that you can get 2 ways. You can either get it as the bee in spring, or you can do it as Banjo Kazooie here in winter with the flying pad. Now, the question is, how do I get down from here? Ouch, that hurt. And I know the Blue Jinjo is in this season. I just don't remember exactly where he's at, so I guess we're grabbing this monkey token now. He might be under one of these snowmen. I hope he's not, but I have a feeling he's on a platform somewhere around the edge of the tree that I just haven't remembered exactly where it is yet. And I'm running a little low on health, and that's starting to worry me, so I know I missed at least one thing I have to do in spring. Once I find the Blue Jinjo, we're just going to cut our losses, head back to spring, and start backtracking to find those, the other Jiggy, and to get that other Jiggy and the other honeycomb piece that I missed. Oh yeah, and if you're suicidal enough to, I love this. I love that they put this here. If you're suicidal enough to swim or make your way all the way up to this end of the lake, under the freezing water, there's an extra life in it for you. But you're almost certainly going to lose one getting there, so there's really absolutely no point. Those ice cube enemies are back, but they're no more threat now than they were in Freeze's Peak, so... How many of those snowmen are left? I want to say that there's only 2, but there might be more. It's kind of annoying. Oh, no, there's 3. There's 2 here on the bottom, and then 1 up by Navnets that I can kill. I'm going to take them all out, just because I want to. Just because, again, I'm a vindictive person, and those guys caused me so much trouble in Freeze's Peak that I really want to pay them back for it. I just hate having to aim the beak bomb because it's so frustrating. It always seems to go higher or lower than what I want it to. And I always wind up missing it somehow. Even if it seems like it should be a dead-on shot. That one has a mumbo token underneath it, so that's... I guess that's there. I don't know why you'd need it, but it's there. There's one more guy up here. How on earth? Yeah. I feel like I went right over him, or right through him that time. This is honestly one of the more frustrating parts of this game that I've rediscovered as I've been playing it through this time. I remember this being tricky before, but I figured it was just because I was a kid and I didn't know how to aim things. No, it's just a broken mechanic that they should give you like a crosshair or something for. Aiming blind like that is not fun, and it's not easy either. So I'm going to come up and get this guy first, trying to screw us over a couple of times while we're on those platforms. There we go. And he pretty much just screwed us over. Nice. Now I know the blue Jinjo's in this area somewhere. I'm going to find it, and I'll get back to you guys when I found it. So. Alright, so I did a little looking and I figured out where all of the different items are. I figured out that the other honeycomb pieces actually inside Navnuts that you can only get in winter. And you have to beak... I was right, you do have to beak buster this window open. Or beak bomb this window open. Which again, it's a really hard shot to make, but once you actually break it open, it's fairly easy to get in. You just have to land on top of it and then get inside, so... It's not that big of a deal, but it's tricky. It's harder. It's about as hard as hitting a snowman, I'd say, except for the window isn't like bobbing up and down like the snowmen do. So it's a little bit harder because it is a fixed platform, and if you miss, you are going to be hitting the side of the tree and losing health. But it's easier in the fact that it's not moving and they're not snowballs coming at you. So not a big deal. So yeah, this is Navnut's attic. There's a dude in here. There's an extra store of nuts that I guess he, again, forgot that he had. And I think there should be a honeycomb piece in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Also, there's a unique music track that plays while you're inside the tree, and it's pretty decent. Alright, and then the blue Jinjo is actually easier than I was making it out to be to get. I knew it was here in winter somewhere, I just wasn't exactly sure where. It's actually over here in an extremely easy place to get. Right up on top of Mumble's skull. Alright, so we only have one more Jiggy left to find. To do that, we're actually going to have to go back to spring and then work our way back through the seasons a second time and grab all the stuff that they have. It's not going to be that hard, though, because we only have to worry about this one thing. And it does have to do with that garden. I'll show you guys what it is in a minute. Alright, so we're going to head back here into spring and head around towards where the garden is. Garden is one of those areas that you can get to in every season. It's not difficult. You can see that a lot of the different puzzles and things that we solved as the season went on have reset. Things like Naughty. But that's not important to us right now. Right now, all we care about is this garden. What we've got to do, and this is a little bit obtuse if you don't know exactly what it has to do with anything, because nobody ever tells you this. You have to plant eggs in the garden. I don't know why, but you do. That causes a plant to grow. And you have to come back here in summer. And our old friend Gobi is here. The punching bag, what you up to? Yep. Guess what? We have to water the plant since it's so dry. We have to make sure to water it. And we do that by stomping on Gobi again. Cause the plant to grow a little bit more. And we're going to have to come back here in fall as well. Well, almost there. Oh, and just by the way, if you do have to backtrack through the seasons like I'm doing, enemies and power-ups do not reset. So, if you've already collected, say, the feathers that are around here on the side of the tree and killed all the birds, they won't come back. They'll stay dead. So, just a note, and I will see you guys in fall. He's a glutton for punishment, this one. Let's go ahead and stomp him again. Once again, he waters our plant. Causes it to bloom. And a Jiggy to appear. Gobi finally gets fed up with it, and he takes off for the lava world. But there's no lava world in this game. Guess what? There was supposed to be. But they left it out of this game, and they stuck it in the sequel instead. So yeah, once we get around to doing Banjo Kazooie, we'll see Gobi again. But for now, that's pretty much it for Gobi in this game, and I don't think you can actually get that Jiggy in this season. You have to come back in winter and be able to fly up and grab it. You can't actually go and get it in fall, unless you can fall to it, but I don't think you can. So let's go and I'll see you guys back by the plant in winter. There isn't much left of it. And I guess you can't get the Jiggy now. Yeah, well, I guess winter does kill plants, so... I was wrong. I guess we'll have to see you guys again in the fall. I thought you did. I thought for sure you had to come all 4 seasons and to get the Jiggy from the plant, but I guess not. Oh well. Okay. This is supposed to be how you get the Jiggy. Climb up to the hive and jump down and grab it. Oi. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Without editing, it's taken me about an hour 25 minutes to finish this level. That's before editing, of course. Honestly, if I remembered where everything was and I didn't have to, search around for it and hunt for it and look stuff up, then I probably could finish this whole thing in a little under an hour. But that still, by far, puts it at the longest level in this game. Even Rusty Bucket Bay, you can probably finish in about 20 minutes if you're good. So, yeah, this is definitely the longest level in this game by a wide margin. But it's, in my opinion, again, it's also one of the most fun. Simply because there's so much of this level to take in, so much to enjoy, and just the mechanic of it changing seasons and changing how the level works and how platforms work. It really does affect the way that you look at the level and does change the way that the level works, and it makes it a very enjoyable level to go through. But guess what, folks? We're finished. And that means we're done.